Hey everybody, and we are back with another episode of Dinosaur Island. And a predator and his mother are walking through the brush when they come into view. This is the baby Tyrannosaurus. He has grown up quite a bit, as you can see. However, he has still not left the comforting side of his mother. They are going off to the lake to drink. There are two things we must keep in mind at the lake. Mostly, no animals hunt or are hunted here. However, there is one giant crocodile called Dinosaur that does hunt here. So the animals must be cautious nonetheless, because they could be the Dinosaur's next meal. The baby Tyrannosaurus leans down for a drink. He is very thirsty, since it has not rained in a very long time. He walks away to go hunt small animals, while his mother takes her fair share of water. It will come time quite soon that she will go on her own to find a new mate, and the baby will leave his mother. What was that? All dinosaurs are shocked, even ones as big as the herd of Stegosaurus enjoying their morning bath. The Stegosaurus and the Tyrannosaurus are disrupted by this sudden shudder in the ground. Something bad is going to happen. All the dinosaurs know it. Although they don't all know exactly what will happen or how, they all have a bad feeling of things to come. Slowly, the Stegosaurs move out of the water one by one. Crap, you can see my hand, damn it! Finally, the bull eater comes out of his bath. The sudden interruption is no surprise to the Stegosaurus, and they aren't too disrupted. They would rather climb out of their enjoyment and live to fight another day than die because of their own personal needs. They move off into the forest. Suddenly, another tremor hits. The baby the Mama T-Rex and her baby are dumbfounded of what is happening. She comforts him. He has never experienced any earth tremors before and is quite scared. She leads him off to the nest. Meanwhile, off in the plains, the herd of brachiosaurs are grazing. This is pretty quick. This is only a stop or a small snack along the way back to the southern part of the island to wait out the long, cold winter. The island's winters are quite severe. The migration to the north was only for the summer. The Brachiosaurus are taking one quick last snack before they head back. But a young one is starting to wander far from his herd. And he's coming pretty close to something ambushing him. In the large leaves, it is hard to see the large predator that awaits his demise. As the young brachiosaur moves in to feed, one of the leaves begins to move. And comes up, and the predator strikes. Climbing up to the neck, it bites the brachiosaur's jugular. The Brachiosaur cries for help, but to no avail. The adult Brachiosaurs keep on feeding. The culprit for this murder is a fully grown Dimetrodon, not a dinosaur, but a large lizard-like animal. He is designed to prey and to hunt on all four legs. But another predator has been disrupted by this commotion. An Albertosaurus. He is a young relative or he is a cousin to the T-Rex, if you will. He is a younger version, or he is a smaller version of a T-Rex. Just like a lion is a smaller version of a tiger. They are all related in the same part of the dinosaur family tree. But they are very different animals when it comes to their behavior. For instance, T-Rexes, believe it or not, are more timid. The Albertosaurus goes over to try and snag the kill from the Dimetrodon, but it will not be this easy. The Dimetrodon claws frantically at the Albertosaur's face. The Albertosaur bites the Dimetrodon's large sail armor, cracking it and injuring the beast severely. Sometimes evolution picks favorites, and its favorite right now is Albertosaurus, the victim. He now wins this delicious source of meat. When suddenly, another tremor hits. It knocks a large Brachiosaurus off of his feet, crushing a smaller female. The predators are the two predators and even the already dead prey are knocked off of their feet. And down by the lake, the Dinosuchus has evacuated his watery home to try and make a cocoon in the dirt, burying himself to wait out the earthquake. But it's not working. This earth is much too hard-packed and is not good for digging. So instead, he decides to go to the bottom and hold his breath until this whole thing blows over. Tyrannosaurs have been shooken off their feet. They cling to each other for life. The baby is scared out of his mind, and they're not the only ones in serious danger. Deep in the heart of the jungle, the Stegosaurus herd is getting their feet blown out from under them too. And then the Stegosauruses are hurled down the side of a large cliff. One disappears off into the brush. The others run into the forest, clamoring for life. But they eventually fall over and meet various demises. Meanwhile, the Tyrannosaurs are going back to the nesting area to try and wait the earthquake out. And the baby manages to go hide in the brush, but as the mother follows, another tremor knocks her off of her feet, and something horrible happens. Other T-Rex has just met her demise. The baby cries out in confusion. He does not understand what is going on. He runs after his mother, but then is knocked off of his feet too. He manages to, with his foot claws, to hold on to a crack between two large boulders. Looking down at his mother, he realizes that it is too late. But he cannot hold on much longer, and soon he goes to join her. What happened? What happened to the baby? Well, as it turns out, the baby survived. His light weight allowed him to survive. He doesn't have so much weight to collapse onto himself, unlike his poor mother. Only a small proportion of the Brachiosaurus herd survived the quake. This one is once again feeding. The Albertosaurus slowly peeks out of his hiding place. The Dimetrodon slowly gets up from his hiding place under the leaves and rocks. It appears waiting out the disaster and not submitting to death was the best option, and it has certainly paid off, because once again, the dinosaurs are king of the world. Once again, they have conquered this island. They now rule once again, living, thriving, feeding, and breeding. The dinosaurs are back, and they are here to stay. To be continued! Yay! I hope you guys were all on the edge of your seats in this episode, because it was super intense. Oh!